Hello, everyone, this is Akhier, and we've got some more Dwarf Fortress. Yes, sirree. I'm going to have to figure out how I want to do the pump stack, especially since it's going to involve lots of nonsense, likely. And I need bits and bobs and parts and nonsense like that. Yeah, let's go down. 5? Yeah, 5 is a good place to look from. Well, actually, is that alright? Yeah, 5 would work. This would work. Obviously, I can always take it from lower, but that's not necessarily better. But I just need to figure out. I think what I saw was if I keep going up like this, we eventually reach the place where, yeah, the caverns. It looks like an area right here goes uninterrupted. It might actually go through all of the caverns. It hits a few places where I can connect it up, so that's fine. Plus, once I get down there, I can scooch it around a bit as need be. Make sure it keeps going all the way up, because there's the other cavern there. Yeah, that's fine. We aren't even hitting any mineral things going up like this. It makes it all the way up to here. That's a good pump stack region. Okay. Now, how deep do I want to pull from? I think this should be enough. So, what was the region right here like? Not that it necessarily matters. Oh yeah, that gets interrupted right quick. Not that it matters as much, because I can, of course, squeegee the line around a bit as need be. But first things first, I need a workshop. What's it? Workshop. I guess I should figure out where I want the place to be in the first place. Where do I want to be working on the metalworking stuff? I would like to be working in the dolomite area, just because that's close to the surface, and it would give me a reason to chop out the area. And I think it attached to here. Two over 1, 2. There we go. The things to remember is the center is going to be the one thing. Nope. So 1, 2, 3, and it's there. 1, 2, 3, and there. 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 3 spot there. So there. 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 And this would fill my usual setup for this sort of thing. Would also mean that down here we want that. Actually, we don't need the center thing here, because we don't have, well, you know what, future-proofing. If we have one down the center, that will allow us in the future to go and put one another workshop in the center. Well, this basically, I just need at any one of these outer points, I can throw a pump. With this here, I'm going to have a bunch of the stone and stuff show up in this area. This is going to be smelters. That's how it's going to work. Meaning, this area can be a stockpile. We'll have it nice and open. Do I really want to stockpile like this? Yeah, because we can't go up easily, and I'm taking care of the down. That should work. The biggest problem is storage, but then again, I can just go up with it. So we'll. There, space. I can use it like that. So this would be the center spot, and we could have an upstairs, downstairs, and that'll match how I had it last time. No, it doesn't. Okay, that's perfect. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, wait, nope. It's supposed to be dig. There we go. That'll give him something to work with. Oh, and right, since I'm doing this here... I just realized, it's not gonna quite let me do what I want, will it? I can do this and make this a mason area. There we go. Actually, make these 6, and this can be 5. There we go. We'll get the basic areas figured out. So it doesn't leave that annoying leftover nonsense. Okay, good. Okay, it looks like they can get out of that, so that's fine. Apparently we struck platinum, which I'm actually kind of against there. Yeah, that's not really what I want. I think we're probably going to, once we get up to this level, have it over in this direction, so I can get a straight shot to the surface. And what does a screw pump need? It needs blocks, screw trap component, and pipe section. If I remember correctly, you technically don't need it to be lava-proof. It's advisable that it's lava-proof. Quite advisable, in fact. I can't remember. Does it tell me when it's stone. I don't know. Oh, magma safe. There we go. I don't... Wouldn't the stone itself then tell me? Claystone. I'm assuming claystone isn't. That's probably a safe assumption there. Probably a safe assumption. Slate. Is slate magma proof? Nope. So yeah, I don't know if it's just because we don't have any that is magma proof or if we're just unlucky. What kind of stone is this? Marble. Oh, very much just marble. Okay, yeah, I understand what marble is. What kind of material is that? Mica. Mica sticks out in my mind. Don't know why. Is it? No, there's... Microline is that really... There's no... No, it looks like mica might be the one that's magma safe. Just a second, grabbing a piece of paper. Piece of paper that's mica. Yes, mica is magma proof. That's good. So we can make mica, or...
Ah, migrants. Dibs on the cute female, huh? Oh, that didn't sound lecherous, did it?
Ooh, a miner. And a... Miner and compliment. And a mechanic. Ooh, man, you are tricky. Who's our current mechanic? Carpenter. How good are you? You're proficient. Goodness gracious, I can never remember. I need to, like, print out a thing that's like, yo, this is the skills for it. Phone, quick. I have it bookmarked. You can tell me. Okay, proficient. And the guy over here is a skilled. Skilled is actually worse than proficient. Okay. Well, that takes that out of the equation. Do we want him as a miner? We've got 3 miners already. What kind of pick are you using? Only got 5 people in the military at the moment, and 4 of them aren't even this, so we're turning both of those off. You get to be in there. We'll have to provide you with a thing. And it's a pet, because that's what we wanted. Ooh, piglet. Presser. You are absolutely nothing. You aren't even skilled at any kind of military thing. You are literally just a dude. You're a competent spear dwarf and a adequate brewer. Who did we have brewing? We had the farmer here, competent. Yeah, we don't need you. Which is okay for you because you get to... Oh, I forgot to rename the one dude. You. UIP. Crossbow. I think I've just been naming them just their thing. Yeah, okay. And you are spear. You're a gem cutter. It's also a mace dwarf. We don't really need the other stuff, so I think we're going to let you be a mace dwarf since you're competent at that. And just make sure that we can turn off all the random stuff that you had on. Almost forgot these guys. You are a butcher. That's all you're doing. How about you just be a hauler? We're gonna need a few of those. A lie maker. Technically you have some military skills. If you had a weapon skill of any sort, that would have saved you from being just a hauler. Though to be fair, most of these guys are going to end up being just a hauler in the end. Ooh, an axe dwarf. And of course we turn off. You are a farmer, or as I like to call you, an axe dwarf. Did you do any farming things that were nice? Doesn't look like it. You are a glazer, but more importantly, you are a mace dwarf. Just P. Though we are running out of places to throw people. Ooh, a marks dwarf. Crossbow. You know, I went and ran my air conditioning until it was, like, I put it down like 5 degrees below where I usually do. And even with it off, all of a sudden now it's just a lot harder, or hotter. Word. I think the problem isn't necessarily with the temperature, but just the humidity, and without the air con knocking it out of the air. It's, First off, don't get to do weaponsmithing, but we'll turn on blacksmithing for you. No fishing. You are useless. You are a fishery worker. You're novice. I'm not gonna... I'll wait until we get someone that's actually got some skill. Water buffalo. Calf. Lots of animals coming in this time. Sadly, I'm not the animal thing. You're an engraver and a spear dwarf. It's tempting. I do need an engraver. I don't have one of those yet. I think I'm gonna let you keep what you are. The biggest thing is that engravers do the slabs, which is vaguely important. Okay, and that's everyone. We're up to 30, which I think is the limit. I'll have to see if I want to up it to 40 or something. I'm assuming it's the limit, mind you. It might not be. There's the potential. Really kind of sad about that. If it wasn't for the fact that we didn't have many military, I would have totally just let him be. But, you know. Take care of all that stuff. We should have enough people to deal with anything else that comes up. Looks like it was self-contained. It's almost worse. Huh. Because that means all it's doing is interrupting us there. That's awkward. Oh well. Fishing up there. Soon they'll be working on the Mason area. That's a point. Does it really count? Oh, I know what I can do. I can make this area literally just stone. And then I can make quantum stockpiles for specific types of stone. Yes, It's 13. 13 doesn't really break into any numbers evenly, does it? There's, let's see, 12, which breaks into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. There we go. Then I could just do a fifth one in the center, but now I don't want to do this like that. Let's change this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 over. There we go. And the center, we can, I don't know, throw a statue there or something. Oop. Oh, a troll. We're not doing anything with a troll, so I'm assuming we're, What are you doing, troll? Oh, I guess it wasn't actually doing anything. I don't know. That was weird. But with that in mind, I do want to remove all of these random stockpiles up here. And the reason why I'm doing it this way is so I can have 12 wheelbarrows. How many wheelbarrows do we have? We won't be able to tell, will we? I'm assuming we have 3. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I could be wrong. And we'll just make more. Now repeat. Mine, they should be able to get that area set up relatively quickly. That's just a matter of dumping, which someone will get around to at some point. I don't know when. I really could just hook it up to the air over here. And that'll probably make it quicker to dump or something. Multiple ways out. Okay. And the plan is basically we're going to have other stone dump over here. Well, unimportant other stone. Well, no, all other stone dump over to this edge. We'll have let's see, this specific one will have a dump for the magma safe, or not magma safe, the iron and any kind of flux stone here. Here we'll have the rest of the metallic. And then here we're not going to put anything because this is where we melt stuff down at. Yeah, because it can poke out one. Nah. I want it to be in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here. Right? Yeah. Build, C, stop. Do we have anything fancy? Not really. Just use logs. Oh wait, let's make that actually correctly. And you know what? Yeah. Let's build a quick build workshop, mason shop. Let's build a temporary one there. Alright, we figured out slate was magma proof. Did it tell me if it was in the... or mica? No, it didn't tell me specifically mica was magma proof. I wish it added that into it. I think it's mica, right? Yeah, it's It's mica. Mica is magma proof. Same with olivine. Guess those things. There's a few. That's not very useful to know. That is really the one thing why I like bauxite, just because I've memorized it at this point. Like, bauxite is this. End of story. Okay, now who's this? We're probably gonna have you doing some crazy stuff, so we don't want. Oh, wow! You're dragging actual stone. No. That makes me think of something. Okay, yeah, we have someone making the wheelbarrows. That shouldn't continue for long. That was probably just when I first made it. It was probably did that. We took care of all those things. Trill is fighting. It wasn't really fighting. Oh, hello. That was made. Profile, work orders, queue, block. Details out of slate. Or not slate, mica. There's other things here. Is there any specific diorite? Other stone. Diorite is not magma safe. Dolomite is used for other things. A marble is used for other things. Quartzite. I think quartzite. Or schist. Quartzite. Stone. Quartzite. Yeah. Grab out the sheet of paper again, and quartzite is magma safe. Perfect. Details out of quartzite, because we have a bit of that. And that's just a continual sort of thing. Which will go away when we deconstruct that, so that's okay. Okay. How's the mason doing? Yeah, we're almost done down there. We really need to give this guy something to do. Needs a meager office. I thought for a second of putting it in that area down there. Build table. I don't have a table or chair. This would be a problem. Add table, add chair. Do them both. At the moment, because we do have all of those wheelbarrows there, we shouldn't be using everyone on hauling that stuff. There should be a number of haulers, mind you, but they should be doing that stuff. Actually, let's keep it centered on here so I can tell when we hit the caverns, because I don't want to actually deal with the caverns. We'll go to this level. That should be safe. I don't know how many things that actually marked just now, but should have marked a few things. Yep. So I wonder if I actually need the here and here. No, that shouldn't cause too much of a delay. That should be alright. What are you doing? You are sleeping. Fair enough. I can't really say anything about that, can I? Build workshop. Mechanic shop. But yeah, that's the craft dwarf, mason, and mechanic. That's the three basic stone shops I want to have around there. So we'll get around to doing that at some point. Though I think it... No, it wasn't the mason. It was the carpenter. We have someone else that's called carpenter. And are you actually carpentry? You are. Okay, so you are no longer going to be the carpenter. Yeah, you're going to do that, whatever. I should see that coming. Trying to remember the, Yeah, I think the pump stack, you can literally just stack them one on top of the other and it transfers power. We're gonna need a lot of windmills. Struck mica. Oh, that's nice. We were still focusing on it. That might be a thing that we'd want. So you for certain we've set up to be a mechanic. Yeah, okay. I'm going to watch you. We should make a build the up. And we'll wait until we have actual blocks for that. You know what? I'm going to give you architecture as well. We do have someone else that's architecture already, but profile, work orders, queue, mechanism, rock. Give me 20 rock mechanisms made of... Could I make it of mica? I could make it of mica. I'm not going to, but I could. I think it was quartzite. Profile. Yeah, quartzite. So the mason currently isn't doing anything, and the mechanic currently isn't doing anything, but I can't help that until someone goes and takes care of that. Which would be the expedition leader, who I guess I'll disable hauling. And I'll disable metalsmithing from you, because we currently have better stuff for you to do. Oh, we need a gem stockpile somewhere. Build table. Chair. So I'll bring it in and then I'll make it his workplace. And that should do it. Someone should get around to that at some point. Struck silver. Every time it mentions that we struck something, it's very likely that means we're gonna have to actually go market ourselves at some point. Which, I guess, fair enough. Throne study. Good enough. Assign to XP leader. Update records. And while you're at it, how about you go and do the job proposals and set it all up? That's kind of really all I need you to do. Drinks are good. Food seems alright. We really should start digging the way up. Now I'm thinking about it. Somewhere in here. Won't be interrupted. Yeah, I like this area. Yes, right here. Because then we can come in from above. Oh, wait, It looks like we're gonna actually want to start here and draw from here. Yeah. In fact, how far this... Ooh, we can actually get pretty far out over here. Now, what's going to be the matter is I'm going to have to figure out how to do the pump stack properly. Seems like we're going to have to do some nonsense with, well, let's check if this goes straight up properly. It might. Oh, It almost. We move it one over, but I don't think we have room to move it one over. Otherwise, it goes well enough. I guess technically I can dig through that. Wouldn't be too much of a problem. Well, I can move it over one. If I remember correctly, the way it works is we're pumping from here, and we need it to go here. Yeah. Well, I'll just leave that as a marker. I need to actually get some blocks and stuff made up that'll help me with what I want. Schedule. Let's just lowest possible and see if he'll, take care of the jobs, please? Magically delicious, something. Do it your job. Manager. Do the management job. You literally have nothing else to do. I have management things for you to do. You're happy. Yeah. I should have been expecting that now I'm thinking about it. I definitely should have been expecting that. Come on, do your job. I need that specifically so that they make it out of the right stuff. Just sitting here sweaty waiting for you to actually do your dang job. What if I remove or block, detail, quartzite, remove, well, just to make sure I got the right one. The right. I don't know why I was saying it like that. It just wasn't coming out of my mouth. Quartzite. Yeah. Profile. Remove. Q. Rock. 20. Details. Quartzite. Manage work orders. There we go. Fully accurate. You have a desk. You can go do it. Goodness gracious, we need more doors around. There we go. They're both set up. As soon as they hit there, because the two people that are supposed to be doing it aren't doing much else, it should work. Are you guys not hauling at all? You're not hauling. I'm going to allow food hauling on you guys. That's not going to suddenly magically give you something to do, but that's better than nothing. Now, which layer do I want to be on? Okay, so F6, one level above that. T, disable, enable, block, or permit metal bars. Take from there. And now they're both doing their job. Now. Quartzite mechanism. Where's the quartzite coming from, actually? Stone. Don't need any of that, it's still taken care of already. Quartzite. Oh, wait, is quartzite... No, it shouldn't be. It was rated one of those non-used stones. So this is where some of that quartzite's coming from. Okay, we've got another level of quartzite. And it happens to be in one of the areas where we did a crossplay. Okay. I think I want to deal with the one that's up further, which is not actually up that far. Okay. Well, we'll just let it be then. 6... 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's actually the limit of it. Never mind. We'll do it smaller. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And suddenly they have jobs. Build C up. Up. We'll make it out of wood right now. Build C down. There we go. I'll take care of that. Made of gold. Nice. Oh, don't transition to another stone. Diorite? Don't need diorite. I need quartzite. Good stuff. So they were completed up there. As soon as those completed, they'll allow it. Oop. Hauler is fighting with who? Black Bear. Squad A kill. B kill. And we're still at 30 pop. Hoo-ha. That's brilliant. Black Bear, no longer fighting. We took care of that. We got some quartzite blocks already. We've got a few mechanisms. Metals are lava proof. Oh well, I guess for testing I don't actually need that stuff. I just need a few of these. I think that's corkscrew, yeah. And pipe section. And that should let us figure out if what I'm remembering is correct. Let's see here, meaning that it pumps into there. Ramp here. Why aren't you being taken care of? Oh, you got suspended. That's weird. Like, it should be taken care of. It very well should be. Sadly, that stuff's actually in about the wrong spot for me to want to mine that gold. Because it's in the area that it doesn't need to. But, I'm assuming one of you had a log in the way. Yeah. Let's see. Wall. We're basically gonna have to do the same thing except out this way. So it's just gonna be a bit hard. Floor then. Once we can get the floor here. Build C floor. Floor. Oh, let's grab the corners and stuff. Hopefully no collapses happen. That would be embarrassing. Also, that one. Cancel that one. Build mechanism. Screw pump. Let's see. Pump from the east. Yeah. As that finishes up, I can build the one up top. Let's see, wall. This is gonna be a bit trickier than I was hoping. Wait, why is Dolomite closer? That's not the correct answer. That is not the correct answer, sir. Do that. Okay. And how far? Okay, you completed that. Build mechanism screw pump. Pump from the east? No. So I did that backwards then. Well, that's why I'm doing this. So that it, that we know. We have 2 people removing construction. I don't know. There's people doing stuff. That's good. Build some wall. Yeah, I should just build up the center. So, it's just how it ends up working sometimes. Build mechanism screw pump. Pump from the west. Yes, west. Oh right, it has to be that way because that's the spot where the dwarf would stand if we had them standing on it for some reason. Right. Thinky part, making sense of it now. This works, we're gonna basically just have an infinite waterfall going on here. Maybe. Still wondering about that stone being closer. I guess it's just because up and down it's not that far. And we have too many idlers. That's taken care of. Oh wait, we should have the stuff for the track stop. Dump it south. Quartzite block. Dump south. Quartzite block. Dump east. Quartzite block. And right. Disable, enable. Bid. This one's special. It needs... Gosh darn it. What are the, I think limonite... magnetite. I think those are the ones... Probably just the ones that, stuff that we have. No. Because technically we can put the coals and whatnot. Jimson, calcite. Maybe. No, well, we happen to have it. I guess it could go here. Now the way this is going to work, I'm going to go through and just basically reverse it and forbid economic. I'm going to let it gather up all the other random stuff that wasn't specifically a thing. This is mostly just so that later on I can go back and remember what exactly goes in those spots in the first place. Luckily, because we have so many people not doing anything, they should be able to go around to that quickly enough. Oh, hello, kitten. That's nice. People are working on those things. Let's see, wall. How to get that problem down? Summer.
Summer is.
Looks like we're gonna need an up-down staircase and where that ramp is at the moment. And also, it's about time to finish the video. Since we're so close to finishing this, I think I'm going to basically laser in on it and finish it up. And that should end the video. Should. I never claim to see the future. In fact, of all the powers that someone could possibly have, being able to see the future is the power I least want. That is such... like, no matter how it works, it's gonna be a horrible power. Like, there's the seeing the one true future. It's like, oh my gosh, is everything predetermined nonsense? There's the seeing it like multiple paths, which, as always, just means, well, I don't know, maybe we'll end up in a horrible place, maybe we'll end up in this nice place. Let's try to affect it on the way or something. I can't remember if anything else of it needs to actually be magma proof. Bulking filth. Squad A kill. B kill. Hello, we caught him. I'm always tempted to let one of them get away with something, because I think that makes them more likely to bring stuff, or not bring stuff, but come first place. Let's see, up. That should be quick enough. Done. Oh, and right away they do that. Of course they do. Build CX. Let's see, X. I'm actually going to choose a farther away one because it looks like that close one might be the one that's not actually reachable. Which would be embarrassing. And seeing as it right away started doing something now. So let's see, down. That seems to be very likely the case. Floor. Floor. X. Build C floor. No, no, no. There we go. Because those places are going to have walls and stuff under it that would make all that other stuff nonsense and unneeded. I assume all my architecture currently busy.
Oh, the dwarf has been possessed by an unknown force.
Sword. Possessed. That's okay because you're supposed to be military. But what would you have been? A weaver. Build, workshop. Do we just need a craft workshop? Probably not. Let's see, wall. Oh, I guess I could get them to work a little bit by chopping down some trees. Build, workshop. Not the loom, the clothier shop, maybe? Is that what you want? It might be. Someone's actually able to go make it. So we'll find out soon enough. Yep.
This workshop's mine now.
Oh, good to know. That. Hopefully you can find all his stuff you want. Architecture. Why isn't that being done? Because I think we should have at least, like, 2 people able to do that. Actually, no. That's fine. You don't have to haul. Tree life, cloth thread, tree life, cloth thread. Does that mean it needs thread? Because we don't really have that. Build, workshop. Farmer's workshop, maybe? Okay, for that door, right? Uh-huh. I wish I could prioritize that. Mechanic sleeping. Okay, fair enough. And I guess I do have all the other mechanical things that need done. With that in mind, I think I'm going to suspend that. Oh wait, instead of suspending, how about we just make it not a high priority sort of job? That needs any workshopping thing, which would mean, yeah, pretty much, where's the farmer? Planting seeds. Okay. We have a place for you to go take care of, please. Seems to be someone else hanging out here. You're also a farmer? Oh, you're a woodcutter. That's fine. You random hauler. Press gang into spinning. Because I think that's going to be the job I need to do. And spin thread, repeat now. Yep, spin and thread, because we've got the hair here. In some way, everyone goes and does that. Okay. Mechanic. Spend that, since apparently you still want to just do just that. I gave you a few other jobs. There we go. They are vaguely important jobs. Overall, did I tell him to make the... No, I didn't. Okay, with that in mind, come in here. We need a minecart. Oh, I could do the details from that as well. Okay, never mind. That actually makes my life easier in the future. I guess it does say details there. Well, I'm just a little ditzy there then. Construct building. Yeah, he's going to construct that, I think. So that's fine. Hauling. New route name Steel Stacker. Stop is here. Remove all that. Stockpile. Enable. Block all. Hematite, limonite. Magnetite. Anything else? I don't think so. And then economic, limestone, dolomite, chalk, marble, fitness, lignite. No, yes, did I say alabaster? I think I allowed alabaster. Stockpile. Is it using the same thing? Yeah, okay. Stockpile. Stockpile. Stockpile settings. Yeah, I allowed alabaster. Okay, now. New name. Ore stacker. Stops there. Remove that. Stockpile here with the details of stone. Block, 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 block. And by stone, I mean anything that's not iron. See? Isn't that easy? And we'll also take from these other stockpiles. New route name Stone Stacker with the stop here. Remove all that. Stockpile with the details of enabling stone. Forbid all of that. There was a few in there that I wanted, wasn't there? Satin spar, selenite, coalnite, gypsum. Yeah, that sounds right. We'll take from those. And now all I need is for the stuff up here to get finished up, which should be pretty quickly. Also, what happened to the woodcutter? Woodcutter's planting seeds. Okay, that's actually preferable. Being constructed. Don't know why someone's apparently randomly deciding to go construct it. Or I guess they're still bringing stuff for it. One more minecart, and I'll just set them all up for it. We need to put the people inside, though admittedly because they were outside is why we caught the kobold, which was nice. Okay, we've got thread. It's not being used by the one guy, so we'll need a loom. New. Is that a craft? It might be a craft. Oh, I guess it would make sense because he's weaving, so his basic job thing will require one thing of cloth. It makes sense now I'm thinking about it. Why now? Needs one yarn thread. What do we have? We have Buffalo hair thread. That's not yarn? Well, that's a bit... What animals do we got? We have peacocks and kittens. We can't shear kittens or peacocks. Well... Oh, I think we might have a problem. We're spinning thread, but it's not going to help us. It's not going to help us at all. At least this thing came along. Build M. Oh, yes. That should work. Since this is completing it, we'll follow the little dude. The rest of the people can go run off and do their own job. I wonder if each of the separate stockpile allow them to dump into each of the separate ones as a separate job. That's a good question. Basically what I'm wondering is, if this is the stop and these four corners were the stockpiles, will it only allow a single action for that? So like, it'll be pulling one from here, and then maybe I'll pull from there, or maybe I'll pull from here. I'm thinking, because everyone's willy-nilly just dumping from there, that there's a possibility, just a possibility. What are you? Carpentry. Oddly, the job you used to have is the job you need right now, woodworking carpentry. I'm going to let you temporarily do some carpentry. Yep, it works. About as good as you'd expect it. Making mist. And I have no way to stop it. Stop pumping in. You know. That's just gonna make a mess forever now? Don't mind it. Yeah, well. Come on. People are storing, yes, okay. And let's make sure they're storing properly. Looks like it. Looks like it. Looks like it. Though we don't apparently have any of the ore we'd want for there. Which has been annoying. I tried to prevent the stuff from spilling out, but this is kind of the inevitable outcome there. Stop that. Oh wow, you are way down there. And you keep canceling jobs, I wonder why. Item inaccessible. Keeps giving me item inaccessible things. That's weird. Oh well. Okay, it looks like finally decided to go and... No? Really? I guess it's just not going to do anything. I'll let it alone. Hair thread is just not going to work, apparently. We might lose the guy. Yeah, no, all that cancels out. Huh. I would like it if the carpenter would go and deal with that. But, since he doesn't want to, not a carpenter can go do it. I don't know why everyone's flocking around there. Oop. And that'll stop that nonsense from happening. Oh, that's what it was. They were collecting from there. So we probably got some people that ended up with swimming. Fair enough. General. I don't see swimming. I think it has to be 4, and if it's 4, they cancel. So there's a chance that it wasn't doing its job very well. Which is fine. How much area actually is along here? Yeah, I'm just going to go and tell it to chop down trees in this area. There we go. With this, we've actually got a lot of stuff set up now. Build, workshop, mason, or actually craft or shop. We do have someone that's actually has smoothing, so might as well let them do their thing. But yeah, with that we've confirmed what we need to do for the digging. Just so I remember it. It's over here, pumping from this end. The end that it's pumping to is the end that needs the so up here I think we actually managed to place it directly in the center there. That's interesting. Well, since we are fooling around here, I need to end the video. Which is somewhat beside the point, because I want to get this done up properly. This whole area needs to be dug out. Here specifically needs a channel. And I think here needs a channel. Yeah, because it's pumping into this spot from here. So from there it pumps to here. So we need an open spot here. This is where someone would stand if they were crazy. And it'll pump into there. So we have that. Which means that we actually don't need to mess around with the nonsense over here because we're going to have to do an actual thing. Yeah, technically I could just make it go straight up. That would probably be better. For the better. I'll get this set up at least. Never mind. Going from the other direction then. Sometimes I'm a derp. Okay, so here. Upstairs. And then I. I think we'll go until... Well, actually, I know exactly where I need to go, so I guess we can... here. Well, here, and then downstairs there. Actually, no. What's a little more overtime? If it lets me keep fresh in my mind what in the world I'm trying to do here. Alright, I should just skip that nonsense. There we go. Oh, I can't. Never mind. I could do it from here, but it would be in the wrong spot. Yeah. Yeah, it would be in the wrong spot. There we go. Okay. This is going to be something we have to record. Record H D H D I'll see if that worked right. Yep. Okay, now you do that 20 times. You do that 10 more times. Because every use of it goes 2 levels. We're getting close. Oop, wait. There we go. So it's pumping from there to over here. It's too late to move any of that stuff anywhere crazy. So this is where it would end up here. Wait, oh no. I need the up down there, because that's the it's like this extra long video. I'm making it magma proof, right? Well, no, because I can't have this here, because then it'll just go into there. Technically, I can. That is a point. I don't actually need that there. So I can actually wall those 2 spots off. In fact, we can wall all the way over to here. Let's see, wall. Maybe I should make the access thing. Got it cleaned out. Let's see the wall. Always something to worry about. And actually, since this is how it is, we'll want to actually cut out those spots. Builds the wall. There we go. Yeah, you're gonna strike all kinds of stuff as we're going down. That's just how it works. I'd love to grab it all, but that's not in the cards necessarily. Actually, cancel that. We'll put a floor here real quick. Out of... Oh my, why not? It's right there. Wait, no, wrong way. I should get around to that. High priority, remove all of these things. And how's the smoothing going? The smoothing's going fine. Why isn't that being made? Let's see floor. Come on. Or X. Builds floor. Not up down. Storm stockpile, eh? It's like technically this guy should at least be able to do it. Right? Right? We need a trading caravan. We're gonna lose the one guy. Can't find path. Really? There's gonna be a lot of those errors if someone doesn't come along and actually... Okay. This guy's constructing it. Fair enough. I guess that didn't work out how I wanted it. I didn't give it top priority. Oh wait, no I did, and it's finished. And all of this can be restricted because it's where red hot death is gonna be. For some reason, I don't want my dwarves to experience that firsthand. Actually. How's the smoothing going? Smoothing went well. Since we don't actually need this stuff taken care of anytime soon, go smooth that. We're not gonna smooth the actual area for the stuff, but for that, I'll accept it. Oh, I see what's happening. Someone ended up doing a straight down. That's fun. I think it'd be actually harder to climb up from that, so they're somewhat forced to do it. Mind you, they could just dig out like civilized dwarves, but who does that? I think everything seems okay. Engraver's sleeping, and we're at time and a half, really. So seems like a good point to save the game. My understanding of pumps is still good, so if that's all set up, we can do this. Maybe I should make a grate. No, you can't pump from a grate, I don't think. Plus, it's gonna be blocked in, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I think. Maybe I should figure out if I can pump through a grate. That'll be easy enough. I just put a grate over the one thing, and we'll find out. I can't remember. Well, the good news is no matter what, they can't actually get through. Once I get that all set up, I can just close up the access, so we should be fine. I hope. Anyway, on Twitter I'm AkhierDH, Patreon I'm Akhier, and just in general I'm Akhier, and I'm signing off.